Hey, hey, thank you for coming by Tori Magoo 44. Today is January 31st. It is almost February 1st. It's the end of January 2012. And here we are. The Church of Scientology, what do you know, is suing another person. It's a church? A church? No. Scientology is and always has been a business, flat out. You get into it, you have to pay to get into it. You have to pay every single level of it. Think of it like a triangle. One side of it is training. The other side of it is auditing or counseling. Many people do both. Some people only do one or the other. Every one of them you have to pay every single step of it. You also have to pay for books. You have to become an International Association of Scientology members, and that has many layers, I think starting with $1,500 on up to millions. And many people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in IES. They're constantly milking their members, which was one of the things Debbie Cook tried to communicate to the members of the church. And she's right. They do have awful fundraising events constantly where they're milking you. I mean, I've had friends say, oh, come on into this. It's a top secret thing. You get in there and it's like, okay, you have to, everyone in here is writing a check for $1,000. I'm like, not me. I mean, I used to just walk out. That was it. No, I'm not. Because it was just not okay. It's almost like mafia-like. It's very weird. Okay, so Debbie was the captain of the Flag Land Base when I was there for years. She ran one of their top places in Clearwater, Florida. She was in the Sea Organization, again, their top organizing group, for 29 years. And then finally woke up in 2007, left. Scientology pulled her back in, which they always do. We don't want you to say anything, speak about it, ever mention anything bad about Scientology at all. Sign here, sign here, sign here. And they each got, she and her husband, $50,000 each for that. Not much money, really, when you're signing away your free speech. 50 grand for each of you? Not really a ton of money. And, I mean, how much is your free speech worth? You know what I mean? It's awful that they do this kind of thing. But they've done it to more than one person where they can't ever say a thing again, or they're hounding them, just like they're doing with her. Now, she decided to try to help her own group, because she stayed within Scientology. And this is my understanding of it, my opinion, but it seemed like she was going, okay, these are some things that are really not right. And they're not. I lived through them, where they, we paid for and did an entire, all the OT levels, and then boom, Miscavige said, oh, you were trained wrong on OT7, you have to go all the way back to the beginning, repay for it, and we'll redo it. Now, come on. I wrote him a letter that night and said, look, any good business, you buy a car, you bring it home, it falls apart, they're going to be there right away to bring you a new car and throw in something for the hassle that you had to go through. Scientology, I wrote him that in a letter. I got back a form letter, we'll see you at Flag with your money. And I was like, no. Ain't going to do it. That was it for me. Done. It's like, you can screw me once, but screw me twice, ain't going to do it. Once I realized it, and people can laugh and go, I would never do that. I would never do it either. But we didn't have the internet as you do. We didn't have access to all the information, most of you that look at it and know. We didn't. And if you wanted to get out of it once you got into it, you had to leave all of your friends, often your family, everything. It was awful. Now it's like, thank goodness for everyone out there that speaks out, spreads websites, information. The information is out there. So they can sue Debbie Cook, and who knows if they'll win or not. I think it's hysterical that it comes out. I mean, what a bunch of idiots to sue her. It's fantastic in a way if she thinks about it. You can bring in David Miscavige and follow the money line. It's sort of like Al Capone. Where is the money? Where does it all go? I would love to have somebody pull that string. And you know what? The IRS, whether they've been paid off or not, they're not paying taxes on a lot of this stuff. They're buying buildings underneath, like who's buying those buildings? There's no people there with any money anymore. Well, I've been told Tom Cruise. Now, Tom Cruise, did you buy those buildings or not? That could be part of this little thing. Like pull the strings. Find out where is all this money going that they supposedly have, and who has it, and where is it, and what's been done with it. You know, a lot of people have gotten screwed because of the Church of Scientology. A lot. I mean, it's not like 3 or 4 of us or a few apostates out here. There's thousands of people that have spent their life building the Church of Scientology only to get up to the top and find out they're lying through their teeth. David Miscavige is an utter creep, laughs at people that are donating millions of dollars, going, oh, I didn't think they'd do it. They did it. You know, let's try even a higher number. You know, really sick stuff. So shame on you, David Miscavige. I doubt if you'll hear this, but somebody out there will. And you know what? It's time to start pulling that money string. Do it. Debbie Cook, if you hear this, I really hope, you dive in and do some investigation on your own, because these guys are awful. They should not have the religious thing. They're not a religion. They don't believe in anything. They don't even believe in anything. They don't pray. They don't go to church. They have a phony church service. I was there when they said, we got to set something up, because in Clearwater, this happened in Clearwater, and nobody thought they were a church, which they were correct. So I said, we'll do a Sunday service, and then it'll look like we're a regular church. That's the only reason they have Sunday service. The only reason. It's not to enlighten someone. Now they can say, well, we go on course or we get auditing, blah, blah, blah. But the bottom line is, all of those things you have to pay for. Nothing is free in the Church of Scientology. Nothing. Even if you go to something that's free, you're going to end up getting roped into it on the back end. I promise you of that. So think, if you're out there and you're even thinking of joining Scientology, read, look, listen, compare the notes, learn all the information. If you're in the Church of Scientology and you want out, come on out. It is nothing more than walking across the street. It feels like you're going to jump off a cliff 1,000 feet high, but the truth of the matter is it's nothing more than just walking across the street. That's it. I've already got, just recently, 2 more people left. And I just talked to one of my friends. He's out. He's somewhere else. I'm not going to say where, but he's doing good. And, it's like people leave and they do very well. The kids from Narconon, they're doing very good. So it's like, thank you to everyone who has helped on all these different things. It's really great. Debbie, I wish you luck. I really hope you pull into it on the money and get into it, dive into it, pull the strings on it. Remember Al Capone. Remember him and how they busted him. That's what's going to happen with the Church of Scientology. I really believe it. All right, so anyway, that's it. Thank you to all of you. I love you. Thank you for coming by my site. Please pass on this link so less people get suckered into this. All right, you all have a wonderful rest of tonight and tomorrow, and I love you.